Hey guys, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't want to get lost in.
That's right, guys. Welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back again to the channel that is your home for tech, toys, and talk. And, of course, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox. Yes, we're going with the... I'm not a fan of Ezra Miller, but, you know, that's neither near nor there. We're going to be unboxing the McFarlane Gold Label Batman from the Flash movie. Now, this is Michael Keaton's Batman, unmasked, no cowl here. Does it look 100% like he does right now? No. It looks like a younger Michael Keaton with, like, bleached hair. That's what it looks like. I'm calling it like it is. I picked this up. This was at my local Target last night. Me and Mrs. Dimension had to do some running around. And I said, well, let me stop in here. Let me run in here real quick. They had this. They didn't have none of the other figures from the series. They did have the Bat Cycle, but we were in a rush. It was like 5 minutes before closing time, so it is what it is. I love the art on the back of this. And what's this? We have a QR code here. Now I'm going to check out this QR code, and we're going to see where it actually takes us. Does it take us to the McFarlane website, or are they finally giving us downloadable art? Let's find out, guys. Let's go. Okay, so here we are, pulling it up, and as you can see, I'm scanning the back of the box. We're going ahead, takes us directly to, is rerouting us, rerouting, and here we are. We're at a DC Universe Infinite comic book, digital comic site here. So that's all it is. It's just basically rerouting you to a DC Comics digital site. You can see Superman, the Man of Tomorrow, yada yada yada, Spirit World #1, and we can see a few others there. So that's all that is. I was hoping that McFarlane might get on the bandwagon and actually let us download some of the amazing art or posters that they have on the back of these boxes, but that's neither here nor there, guys. So let's get right on into this. We're gonna open up, because you guys know what I do. I don't keep them in box. What kind of a madman does that? Well, I'm the madman that rips the boxes open. Like a good friend of the channel always says, and you know who you are, Rick, Left Coast Graphics. Hashtag let them breathe. That's right. Let them breathe. Now, right off the bat, we are getting a soft goods cape. That is Billy Badass right there. Hold on one second, guys. Of course, in the Marvel, or should I say, I'm sorry, I said Marvel. DC, McFarlane figures, he always includes a card. So let's check out this card. When Barry Allen arrives in an alternate 2013, he urgently seeks out the expertise of his friend and mentor, Bruce Wayne. But the one he finds in the multiverse is different on all fronts. Older, long retired from service as Gotham City's protector, and somehow even more hardened than the billionaire superhero Barry has grown to know. With a global threat on the horizon, Bruce Wayne must decide whether he can become Batman once more. There you go. And for those who want to read, you can pause the video right there. And there you go. So let's go ahead and check this out. Now, cool, a couple things here. His Batarang is silver, and his grappler is silver. That's, I mean, you didn't have to do, like, silver paint mods on this. I mean, you guys could have just went with the basic black, because this is our 1989 Batman, just many years, many moons later. So, I'm not quite sure why they did the silver. Is that to distinguish? To stand out for some reason? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, guys. It really doesn't. But we get a couple of fists. We get no cowl for him to wear. I mean, I guess this is so you can recreate him from the trailer. So I get that. Once again, now I got him for $19.99 on Target, at Target itself, on the shelf. Now, once again, for $20, they are giving us higher quality, a unique mold, amazing sculpt and detail for much less than what the average Marvel figure is going for. I mean, take a look at this. We can. This is not a wire cape. This is all soft goods, but we can wrap it around his his arms, so to speak. If that's something you wanted to do. I mean, we could even let's extend his. Let's see if we can do this. Kind of like, let me see if I can wrap this around his hand. Kind of like when he's doing his gliding pose. I mean, there's a lot of creative things we can do with this. This is what I'm trying to get at, like wrapping around his hand. I mean, the bat symbol on here, the bat emblem is fantastic. Like I said, is it 100% perfect? No, but for a first DC McFarlane attempt at Michael Keaton, I think it's amazing. Again, the head sculpt, the hair, they always kill the sculpting. This looks more movie accurate than anything that, or majority of what Marvel ever does. I mean, the paint apps, we don't get the side eye. Well, obviously he's looking off to the side, but this is a lot better look than we've seen with some figures. I mean, the sculpting and more armored boots and gauntlets right there. The black on black, we don't get the yellow like we would traditionally, but I mean, he is. I mean, take a look again at the back. We have more compartments to his bat belt, his utility belt. This is a solid figure. It really is. My only gripes are these: his grappler being silver and his battering being silver. I can say that because I have the NECA battering. So for comparison, there we go. This is the 1989 replica battering, which folds. It's all magnetic. There you go. I mean, you can paint this if you wanted, or at the very least give it a nice black wash. That's what I would think. But I get that, hey, he can hold it in his hand. I mean, we can do poses like this. I mean, if they had a cowl that could slip over his head, or include an alternate head that we can swap in and out, that would be great. But we know how McFarlane thinks, and I'm not faulting them. I'm not faulting them at all, because hey, we can sell one with the cowl on. We can sell one without the cowl on. I can't fault them, because you know what? That's the name of the game. That really is the name of the game, guys. I mean, think about it. How many times does Marvel, every 2 or 3 years, let's say there's a Build-A-Figure, 3 or 4 years later, they release that Build-A-Figure as a separate figure. That's pretty much Hasbro's game right there. Hasbro is nothing but Repaint City. Look at the Transformers. Every couple years, they come up with the same Transformers. Like, go back years, Titans Return. Titans Return Blur, they keep coming out with the same Blur even now. So it's just Repaint City. So with McFarlane, at least McFarlane, one, gives us a stand, gives us these accessories, and gives us that sculpt and playability right there. I mean, that looks damn good. Like I said, is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it is damn good. Take a look at that right there, guys. This is a 7-inch figure. McFarlane, you keep killing it. You know, Papa Todd, you keep coming out with the fire. I can't fault you. You're the best man. You know, Papa Todd, you know, big time McFarlane. Sometimes, you know, some of his explanations are a little bit out there, but the guy's been in the game for years and years. Okay. I might get a little bit of heat for this, but I will say this: since the passing of you know, the great one, Stan Lee, Todd has been the front runner in the game. Yes, Jim Lee is still the man. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a Jim Lee fan. I've always been a Jim Lee fan. But when it comes to stories and transitioning those stories onto the merchandise, it's always going to be Todd. Todd has been killing it. His team's been killing it. I'm actually a fan of this. I was like, you know, without the cowl, I'm like, I don't know. In the store, I was like, I don't know about this. But seeing him you know, out of the box, I'm loving it. I mean, because I was alive when 1989 Batman came out. Okay, I was a big fan. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, Mr. Mom's gonna be Batman? Beetlejuice is gonna be Batman? I'm like, I don't, you know, as a kid, I'm like, that really doesn't make sense. But he killed it when he came out. You know, and I love that in the trailer we have the throwback of "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts," because it's a line he says to the Joker as Bruce Wayne, not as Batman, but as Bruce Wayne, because he realizes he needs to do something to kind of get out of the apartment of Vicky Vale to get away from the Joker, because Bruce Wayne can't take on the Joker. Now Batman can. He has to protect the dual identity. So he grabs this like platter, the serving platter, you know, raises it up. He's like, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." And, you know, he doesn't deliver it the same way in the trailer, but I love that callback. It's amazing. And, you know, I'm trying to be a little bit more, you know, mindful of my finances, because Dave's Dimension recently switched jobs, and things are going to be a little snug for the next year, but I think I have to go on the hunt for the rest of this, well, for the majority of this wave. I'm not a big fan of Ezra Miller, but Ezra Miller aside, the Flash movie I think is going to be tremendous. I mean, we're getting Michael Keaton as Batman. We're going to have Ben Affleck in there. Now the Affleck Batman, you don't see, he just looks like a cartoon, like a caricature of his character. I'm going to wait to see it in store. You know, maybe I will get the Bat Cycle just to get it. But I think this is a major go, guys. Grab it. I mean, the soft goods, we get a soft goods cape, man. And I mean, this is perfect Batman right there, guys. You got to grab them, okay? So guys, that's it. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know in the comment section below. Put me in my place. And guys, as always, we got the socials right at the top of the screen. If you want to see this content and much more, you can always message me at davesdimension78@gmail.com or daves_dimension on Instagram. So guys, until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying, keep on busting. And I'm always going to catch you on the flip side.